You're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. If you're not hanging around with the right peer group, then you are limiting your results in your business. Howdy team! In this episode, I'm going to talk to you all about how you can hit 6 figures in under 12 months without the stress, without the overwhelm, without the frustration, without the worry, the anxiety, and anything else that you potentially feel when trying to start and scale your mortgage or financial services business. Inside my community, the 6 Steps to 6 Figures, the private community where I've got over 160 members, one of my clients, Matt, who's been a previous podcast guest, Matt Paul, hit over £100,000 in turnover within roughly 49 to 50 weeks. And I asked him, what are the 3 things that you feel you've done consistently over the last 12 months that others are going to be able to utilize and put into their own daily practices to move their business forward, to drive more results, to do what you have done. Because I give the tips, I give the strategy, I give the lessons, the roadmap, the blueprint, but it's actually my clients who then take that and put that into action and get the result. So I wanted to share with you his feedback, his steps to help you to replicate exactly the same process. So grab a pen and paper, write down these elements, because these are real life experiences of going to 6 figures in under 12 months. Imagine what that could do for your life and your business, hitting a 6-figure turnover within 12 months, bringing in 1 administrator, 1 PA, 1 social media support person, so a team of 2 within inside 12 months. How much more confident in life and business and family would you feel to go to the next level? And that's during the course of a pandemic. That's during the course of probably one of the toughest markets in the mortgage and financial services industry. Yes, the industry has been booming thanks to the furlough scheme and thanks to the stamp duty scheme, but it's still been tough. Placing deals has taken a hell of a lot longer. Working with lenders has been extremely hard. The criteria is changing so much in a 24 to 36 to 48 hour period. So tip number 1 for you is content marketing and social media posting daily. At least 1 to 3 posts every single day is the main one. That's something that I've adopted since 2016, making sure that you have that consistency there. Most people will disappear after a 30, 60, 90 day period. But that's when you really start to see results. And I always reference social media as being like a networking event. The first time you go to a networking event, you're not really going to pick up an inquiry or a new deal or any kind of opportunity. But the longer you're there, the more you're seen by people, the better chance you have got of making new relationships. And the longer you're there, the more people that you know on the networking meeting, they're going to know other people who are looking for your products and services. It's playing the long game. It's realizing that Rome wasn't built in a day. It's realizing that 1 social media post tomorrow does not guarantee a result in the next week. The consistency of first posting once a day on 1 social media channel where your ideal client or your niche or demographic is hanging out will get results in the long run. Number 2 for you is focusing on sales. And yes, you have to focus on marketing every single day, but irrespective of whether you classify yourself as an advisor, a broker, a consultant, you are a salesperson. And a salesperson has to sell every day. You do marketing, you bring new leads in, you have to be speaking to people consistently. If you haven't got any leads, contact everybody that you've spoken to in the last 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. Phone everybody in your phone book. Contact every email address that you potentially own. Go and speak to people that you used to work with and reach out to the employer to ask if you can get some support and assistance in starting your own business and empire journey. You have to maximize every single lead and every single opportunity. Focus on people instead of focusing on products. If all you look at is, I've got a mortgage lead on my desk, then guess what? You're going to just sell them a mortgage. But it's not about that. You've got someone, a person who has a certain set of circumstances, a lifestyle, many what ifs and risks in front of them. Talk to them about those risks and what ifs and recommend, give them advice on the things that they actually need more than what they actually want or initially came to you for. Does that make sense? Let me know if that does, because that really needs to hit home. This industry is working incorrectly in focusing on products instead of focusing on people. The third thing when being a startup, and I think actually throughout the whole business journey, number 3 is all about believing in yourself. Confidence comes from learning, developing, improving, growing, from taking consistent action, messy action, accepting that everything is not going to be perfect. But you have to first believe in yourself in order to be able to take that action. One of the things I think makes people successful is accepting the NLP term, the neuro-linguistic programming term that I absolutely love, which is there is no failure, there is only feedback. And if you can accept that it's going to be hard, that it's going to be challenges, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to get things wrong, but you're going to come out having tested, having measured, with new experience, having grown from where you first were. My first video that I did back in 2016, absolutely horrendous. The first time I spoke on stage, absolutely horrendous. All of these things get better with time. Think about riding a bike if you can remember back that far, or if you've taught your child to. You start with stabilizers, you then start taking one stabilizer off. You then start riding your bike, you fall over, you graze your knee, you don't stop, you get back on the bike and you go again. Does that make sense? And then someone brings out these balance bikes that absolutely go and take parenting away from their child. But my kids don't have balance bikes, by the way. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to make sure that you focus your energy, your time, your effort on driving your results forward. The fourth thing is to always continue to focus on your learning, development, and growth. So when you focus on product knowledge, when you focus on sales knowledge, when you focus on criteria, lenders, all of that stuff. But what about business? What about marketing? What about growth? In my first 10 years of business from 2006 until 2015, I did no marketing and business personal development. It was all around being a better advisor, being a better technician. And I still managed to build a successful insurance brokerage to almost 7 figures, but I absolutely hated the business because I didn't know how to run a business. And if you're not learning and continuing to learn how to run a business, then you're never going to achieve the lifestyle that you realistically want. You might do through messy action because there's other steps that you can potentially take. I was financially rewarded back in 2015, but I hated my life and my business. And I don't want you to go through that same pain, frustration, anxiety, and worry. And neither does Matt. It's about learning and always learning about business, marketing, product, sales. Your CPD has to focus on more than just the lenders and the criteria, the insurers and the medical conditions. It has to focus on how you effectively and efficiently run a business, profit and loss, sales targets, goal setting, vision, marketing, social media channels, systems, processes, automation. There's a hell of a lot to take into account if you want to be a business owner. The fifth thing, which is where you can still have success without learning, is working hard. Nothing comes easy. If you want to lose weight, you have to make some sacrifices. You have to go to the gym. You have to eat better. It's exactly the same in your business. You have to delegate a certain amount. You have to structure a certain amount of hours for work. You have to balance it around your lifestyle. You have to make sure that you understand how to chunk time, how to make sure that you focus your energy and efforts in the right area around marketing and sales. You have to be willing to go through short-term pain to achieve long-term gain. Every single quarter I'm reviewing my goals. June is all about reviewing the past 3 months to set new quarterly targets from July, August and September. So therefore every final month, every third month, the last month of the quarter is about reviewing the previous 3 months to ensure that we're moving forward, that we're going in the right way, that we're following the yellow brick road, that we're reaching our satellite navigation destination, that we're going down the right path of the blueprint and the roadmap. And you have to be working hard every single day. You have to make sacrifices. Sometimes some long weekends, sometimes some late nights, but it shouldn't be all the time. It should be structured. It should be focused. There should be a reason and an outcome for you to achieve those goals. I don't work properly in the office for more than 6 hours per day. 1.5 hours repeated throughout the course of the day 4 times. And that enables me to achieve everything that I want to do. Focused energy or focused time, focus goes where energy flows. That's a great saying. So work hard, structured, streamlined. Know what the outcome of your session is that you want to focus on and get results. Number 6 is all about peer group. And this was a big mistake for me in my first 10 years. I didn't surround myself with people who were like-minded. Now I had an entire team of 15 people that were untrained, non-industry, and I trained them from the ground up, from their startup through to being advisors writing more than £150,000 a year in insurance. No prior experience in the mortgage, insurance, or financial services industry. So making sure that in order to build your business, you focus your energies on spending some time with people who are doing the same thing, like-minded. You know, I can't remember who said it. I think it was Napoleon Hill, but he says you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. If you're not hanging around with the right peer group, then you are limiting your results in your business. I do masterminds with my clients. We have an online training platform with a Facebook group of people going through the same program, step-by-step roadmap blueprint to building a 6-figure income. We then have my Future Proof program, where it's a smaller group of higher level business owners automating and streamlining and structuring their marketing, and we get together every single week on Zoom. I then have my 6-step coaching, where I take people and meet them for 3 hours once a month on Zoom. That peer group, that support group, those ideas create a mastermind where everybody is thinking about what's focusing, you know, where they are right now. But because you're hearing from other people on the same journey as you, that enables you to get results. Whether you're one step further, whether you're one step ahead or whether you're one step behind, hearing the thoughts, the processes, the insights from people just like you on a similar journey will absolutely transform your life and your business. If you've never been a 7-figure business owner, how valuable would it be to hear from a 7-figure business owner for you, your life and your business? It's much cheaper and much easier to invest in yourself and in a mastermind, which is going to enable you to avoid the pitfalls, the financial troubles, the difficulties and the mistakes that somebody who's further ahead than you had, the challenges that they had, the difficulties that they faced. Vicariously learn through their mistakes and don't make the same ones that they did. That has been transformational to my business since 2016, starting all over again, building multiple 6-figure businesses in and around financial services. The final one, number 7, which I think is one of the most important ones, and I preach this all the time, is you have to build a team. You have to delegate. And I know what it's like because I've been there too. Much like you, I focused on thinking that only I could do things. People couldn't do it as good as me. With a team of 15, I was still in the office every single day back in 2015. And I realized that that was a huge hindrance. I'll never forget my PA at the time said to me, I've never worked with somebody or for somebody who's in the office as much as you are. As a business owner and entrepreneur, your goal is to drive the business forward. You need to be delegating the lower value tasks to people on your team. Social media repurposing, administration, answering the phone, contacting lenders. I never answer my phone live. I've never given out my mobile number to a client because that's my own personal time. I've always given the office number where my team will be able to be available during working hours. It's never been a problem, never been a hindrance. Since I stopped advising full-time back in late 2019, early 2020, I have all my clients who have come back to me have been re-mortgaged, product transferred, contacted by my team. Someone who contacts me, not a problem at all. more than happy to assist. I now have X, Y, and Z advisor who's an absolute legend and elite at what they do. Have a chat with them. They will take over and they will deal with it. When somebody messages me on social media, yeah, no problem at all. Let me get your name and number and I'll get the bookings team to contact you tomorrow to arrange a suitable appointment. Oh, but I must speak to you. I focus on the marketing, the strategy, the vision, the direction, the coaching and mentoring of my team and of my clients. They are the ones who are dealing with the mortgages day to day. They are the absolute legends who make the mortgage magic happen for our clients. And it's never been an issue. It's never been a problem. It's getting over yourself and realizing that clients just want to speak to the best person. They just want the outcome and the result. If you're the business owner and you're making the recommendation, then they will 100% go and work with them. And if you can delegate, let go, you will be able to grow. So a quick recap for you on the quickest and biggest lessons that my clients have had going to 6 figures in under 12 months. Social media content marketing every single day, number 1. Number 2, focusing on sales and maximizing every lead and every opportunity. Number 3, believe in yourself. Confidence comes from taking consistent action. Number 4 is always be learning, not just about products or sales or lenders or criteria or insurers, but also focusing on sales, business, marketing, growth. Investing in yourself will pay the biggest dividends. Number 5 is work hard, work smart. Focus your time and energy into the right places in order to be able to drive your business forward. Short-term pain for long-term gain. You should never be working 14, 15-hour days consistently. It's unmanageable. And there's a learning and a lesson that you need to take on if you are doing that. Number 6 is all about surrounding yourself with the right peer group, being part of a mastermind, of a group coaching, or having support of people that are further behind you, at the same level as you, and also 2 or 3 steps ahead of you, maybe even 10 steps ahead of you, because it's cheaper to learn vicariously through their mistakes. And number 7 is all about delegating, letting go to grow, giving the lower value activities to somebody else for them to do for you, so you can focus on the other areas that I've just mentioned for you. So I hope this has been a useful and inspiring video for you to get your teeth into. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'd love for you to comment in, connect with me on any social media channel. I've started a whole new Instagram channel and I'll be talking to you about why I have done that in the not too distant future. If you would love to know why, then it's all over my Instagram page. I share my daily life, what's going on, behind the scenes, tips, tactics, strategies to starting and scaling your financial services advisory business. So come and connect with me and make sure that you follow these tips. And if you want to take your business to 6 figures, if you want to improve your marketing, your sales, your process, your systems, and build a 6-figure and beyond business, then just reach out to me directly. I've done it for hundreds of financial services professionals, and I'd love to do it for you too. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Remember, now's the time to become pro.